the Israelites we're talking about, right? So remember you was talking about, they wanted to know what tribe he was from. So we're showing you how he does identify if he's an Israelite or not. Not by 1 month you're born. He has identified as an Israelite when it is you go through the curses of Deuteronomy and the curses are aligned to you. Not by the color of your skin, not by the month you're born, not by who your mother or your father you think they might be, going into the curses in Deuteronomy 28. You understand what I'm saying? Because anybody could become a citizen at Trinidad and Tobago. Anybody could become a citizen at Grenada. Anybody could do that. You understand? But nobody could get up and say, hey, I'm an Israelite tomorrow. You know why? Because the curses don't align to them. It don't fit them. It only fit the Israelites. Mind, because the curses have to be aligning with you. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So read verse 15.
The book of Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
So curses will come upon us if it is we choose not to obey God's commandments. When you read further up verse 1 and say if it is you keep God's commandments, you'll be blessed, right? But if it is you choose to disobey commandments, you will be cursed. This is the Israelites we're talking about, right? So remember you was talking about, they wanted to know what tribe he was from. So we're showing you how he does identify if he's an Israelite or not. Not by 1 month you're born. He has identified as an Israelite when it is you go through the curses of Deuteronomy and the curses are aligned to you. Not by the color of your skin, not by the month you're born, not by who your mother or your father you think they might be, going into the curses in Deuteronomy 28. You understand what I'm saying? So we're going to read some of the curses to show you that you are Israelite according to the Bible. Because that's what we just talk, strictly Bible. We don't give our own feelings how we feel, no. According to the Bible, right? Give me some clues.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
So this curse is a curse, right? It said that we sons and we daughters will be given unto another people. When we came off the slave ships and we touched down in the ports, right? We sons and we daughters. They was given to another people. They was given to the enemy. That's who they was given to. And that is a misconception of we people. We believe that the other nations who are around us is not the enemy. We believe that, oh, there's a friend, oh, they probably was in captivity like we. But when you look at the curses and you look at we standard, we stature in society, all of them above we. All the other nations above us. So, I want you to read that again for me.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
When the sons and daughters was given unto another people, we had any might to be able to say, no, don't take my son, no, don't take my daughter. We had no might. And
might is power.
Might is power. And when you go into power, you go into military power or economic power. We had none of the above. We had no ability to say, hey, no, don't take my daughter. Look, take just 10,000, take 50, take some gold, take some diamonds. We had none of that. We had no power to say, don't take my son or my daughter. I will bring my soldiers to war against soldiers. We didn't have that power. All we could do is look and eyes fill with longing, see my children be taken into captivity, This is what happened to we as a people. This never happened to the East Indians. This never happened to the Chinese and them. This never happened to the white people and them. The so-called so-called white people and this never happened to them. This happened to our people. This is how we identify who we is as a people. When did we go to the curses? Because right now as it stands, as a people, we're not blessed. We're not blessed. We curse according to the Bible because we choose to disobey God's laws, right? So we have no might in our hands. So these curses supposed to be aligning with us. This is how we know, because when you read Deuteronomy 1:1, get that? So we want to see who Moses was talking to, right? So we don't know, because tribe of Benjamin, but tribe of Benjamin from Israel, right? Your father, come and read Numbers 1:18. So we're going into who your father is. Your father is Israel, Jacob. He had 12 sons, right? These 12 sons and children. Our people derived from these sons, which these sons derived from Israel, which is our father. That is a nationality. It's not no Trinidadian. It's not no Grenadian. It's not no St. Vincent or wherever. It's an Israelite. From the tribe of Benjamin, from the tribe of Levi, from the tribe of Judah. You understand what I'm saying? Based on your father. Because anybody could become a citizen at Trinidad and Tobago. Anybody could become a citizen at Grenada. Anybody could do that. You understand? But nobody could get up and say, hey, I'm an Israelite tomorrow. You know why? Because the curses don't align to them. It don't fit them. It only fit the Israelites. Right? So, read Deuteronomy 1:1.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side of Jordan in the wilderness.
So you see who Moses was talking to, right? He was talking to the Israelites. He wasn't talking to everybody else. Big brother, oh, hey boy, I want to show you something. Alright. He was talking to the Israelites. He wasn't talking to all nations. He was talking to the Israelites specifically. Right, the man of that is.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
You know what's astonishment?
Yeah, like a surprise.
Something that very, very out of this world. Something when you see it, you just be like, what's going on here? When you look at our people, for example, you're walking down the road today and you look at the sisters, look at how they dress. That is an astonishing thing. To see we come from royalty and come right down to walking in underwear and dressing like hoes and dressing like if we all we study is sex. That is an astonishing thing, right? When you look at, you see now vagrant and he said that he would lie down in the old piss. There's a king of the earth and he lying down in the old piss and shit. That is an astonishing thing, right? So we will become a what? An astonishment. Because we from a royal priesthood, we are royal people. Right? We was ruling the earth at one point in time, and now we come down to selling on the side of the road. All the other nations have stores set up all over, and you know what we doing? We selling outside the store, at the side of the road. That is an astonishing thing to see. That the best people on the planet Earth, the greatest people, reduced to nothing.
Bring it out,
right?
That's right.
When you read the same scripture we was now saying, a proverb and a byword. When people pass, you know what I just say? What them niggas and them. That we call a byword. Because you know we now show you that he's an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin, right? But what they call it niggas. When you see the people from what New Zealand is again? Asha, from the tribe of Asha, you know what they call them? Veni, Spanish. No, that's a byword. That's not the God-given name to the tribe of Asha. That New Zealand, them things is bywords, black. Bywords, because black is a color. Black is a color in a crayon box, bro. That's not a nationality. Who father is black? Who is that? Black, who is that? That is a byword. A proverb. There's a proverb is a wise saying. And a wise saying about us, I don't know if you ever heard this before. If you want to hide anything from a black man, and there's a wise saying, why it wise?
Because
Because it's true. That's the facts. It's wise because it is the truth. We don't like to read. Anything pertaining to reading and gaining knowledge and understanding, you know what we want to do? Nah, I don't want to do that. I can't do that today. I don't want to be a part of that. But if it is to be reveling to excess, if it is to be drunk, if it is to have sex all over the place, yeah, we want to do that. So you know what happened to it? Curses. That's what happened to it. You will be cursed. Right?
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
All these pagan holidays that we just be celebrating, Carnival, and it's illegal holiday that coming up just now. One of the most despicable holidays on planet Earth. Because we was put to death for these things. To celebrate these things, think about it. This is another astonishment. That we will be celebrating Christmas, Carnival, all these different holidays, when beforehand we was put to death for celebrating them. People died celebrating these, to celebrate these things. People was forced, put to death, get a hand cut off, you get boiled. And look how people now celebrating it with ease. That's an astonishing thing to see, bro. We outside here, hey my brother, you know he's an Israelite according to the Bible, you know that? Trevor, you know that, Trevor? Come Trevor, we have some lecture here. That's an astonishing thing to see people walk by us. Where are they? You have it? Give me it.
The book of 2 Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 6. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep the Sabbath days.
Yeah, what is scripture say? What today is? Today's a Sabbath, right? So, at one point in time, it was outlawed. Matter of fact, right now, really and truly, it was you know, right now, right? If it is, you want to go in that, right here, right? They say there's a no entry, right? So there's a law, right? It was unlawful. It had a law written down that you are not allowed to keep this up. And you know what the law was punishable by? Death.
Neither was it lawful for a man to keep the Sabbath days or ancient feasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew. And in the day of the king's birth, every month, they were brought with bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifices. And when the feast of Bacchus was kept, the Jews were compelled to go in procession to Bacchus carrying ivory.
You know, where's no, we go deal with, go back, read the birthday part, read that.
Verse 7, and in the day of the king's birth.
Right, in the day of the king's birth. So, it's showing you where birthdays come from, right? We never used to celebrate birthdays. Because it says, in the day of the king's birth, we was what?
We were forced with bitter constraint.
You hear that, brother? Everybody who listening, if you're pretending not to listen, in the day of the king's birthday, we was forced to celebrate that. Brought when, you know when somebody to be better, brought in bitter, I mean when you're coming, you don't want to go. You're being forced to go and celebrate birthdays. No, we celebrating birthdays willingly. Every week you hear somebody talking about, oh, today's my birthday. Oh, you go buy something for me today? Today's my birthday. But back in the days, we was put to death for celebrating. But we was forced and put to death because we didn't want to celebrate birthdays. You understand what I'm saying? You don't celebrate your birthday, brother?
My birthday coming up here is Wednesday.
Yeah.
I will just be glad and happy.
What are you glad for? You're alive, another day in captivity. What are you glad for? What are you happy for?
Yeah, it's alright. Exactly. And to be alive, yes.
You know where you should be happy for? You should be happy that God allowed you to keep the Sabbath day today, man, because we want to be put to death back in these times of doing this. For coming outside here and keeping God laws and teaching, you know, we want to be put to death. And then a time to come, we will be put to death again. But doing the same thing we're teaching here right now. Believe you me, what, as the scriptures say, I can't remember exactly what this book is into that, but everything that has a beginning has a end.
Yeah. What is it? If they come in here right now, I know running.
Well, the thing about it is that is left to be seen.
And you know why I would run? Because today is Sabbath. Today is the Sabbath day, and I will not keep the Sabbath.
I would say that is left to be seen. Right? Finish this way, I was reading Deuteronomy.
The book of Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee.
So, the Most High God send me enemies against you. The people who come and take us and put us on slave ships, the people who sell us into captivity, these people is to be enemies. Right? These other nations you see around me, they are our enemies, brother. They're not your friend. Don't care if they smile on your face, they are your enemy. The scripture says, as iron rusted, so does their wickedness. You understand what I say? They will eventually show. My brother, we're talking about the Israelites, my brother. Big brother. Big brother. So, these people, the so-called white man, who probably have slave ships and sell with brothers and sisters and put iron, looks at iron in it. Look at here. Look at right here. Watch out this. Watch out this, bro. Yokes of iron. See? Yokes of iron and winner. Watch this man. You see that? Your friend won't do that. That's so-called this devil here. You see this devil right here? See him right here? He's the one who do this. Put yokes of iron on your neck. Put you in captivity. Right? And the other nations, you know that scripture, confederacy. Yeah, I want that. But bro, check history. Check the history. Is it true? Who else it happened to? Nobody else can claim that.
You see,
Nobody else can say, oh, I am your iron and mine neck. And say enemies, multiple, plural. Come and say, let us cut them off from being a people. Let me cut them off from being a people. Let me gather all of them and destroy them mentally, physically, emotionally, and put yokes of iron on them until they're totally destroyed. You understand what I say? And use crafty counsel against them. Let me ask you a question. When it is here, when they have these UN summits, or they have the G7, where is our representative in the G7? Where is the representative for we people in the G7? You know what's the G7? That is where all the great nations meet, and they have a conference, and they talk, and they go over the so-called problems of the world. We are the bottom of society, right? So we have the worst problem in the world. How come we don't have a representative in that council? It's showing you that is the crafty council that they're taking against me. You understand what I'm saying?
They wouldn't have no representative there because at the end of the day, they don't want to hear what we are saying.
Bro, the reason why we don't have no representative there, because they said let us cut them off from being a people. If there's not a people, how could you have a representative of your people?
They want to hear what we are saying. Come like what we are saying, what they want to hear from we. If you come like that.
Yes, because they're your enemy. Why would your enemy want you in the same council with them? No, they would not want you there. And the sad thing about it is, the key thing is, all the other nations do. All the other nations invited. All these other nations invited to this council. And you know they might invite? They might invite Rowley. They might say, Prime Minister Keith Rowley, come and sit down in the council. But at the end of the day, he not standing up for us as an Israelite. No, he's standing up as a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. That's what he's standing up as the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. He's not standing up as an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. So we people not being represented in these councils. You understand what I'm saying? That's why they say, that when scripture say, crafty council are taken against you. The money, all these things, crafty council. Let's go back to Deuteronomy 20.
And remember, the signs of death was realized.
Says you know it's Israelite according to the Bible. You know that? You know you're supposed to be keeping God laws? Huh? Says, come back man, let me talk to you now. That says, 2 minutes.
Yeah, so
You get
the designs was always the hand we underneath the feet.
Yeah, but brother, passionate.
Right?
Of course, we are. Deuteronomy 20. Finish, you go see us in 48.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48. Therefore shall thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he hath destroyed thee.
Bro, we are destroyed as a people. We serving our enemies for water. If you want that water right now, where you have to go? You have to buy water that come free from God. If you want clothes, where you have to go? You have to buy it. And that's free from God. You serving our enemies for what? For the water thirst. For the water clothes. And for the water everything. Everything, brother. You want to go to school. You have to go to your enemies to teach you. Or you can go to your enemy to teach you that crafty counsel. That I have to come to my enemy to teach me how to walk, how to talk, how to think. Some sense, you're small, so you're going to the school now. Then your enemy teaching you how to think. That's not crafty counsel that I devise a way for you to be able to be brainwashed from since birth. Bro, that's an evil counsel. And if you don't go to school, you know you can get locked up, right? If you don't send your children to school, you know they're trying to say that's illegal, right? Or trying to say it's a bad parent. In United States, if you do certain things according to the laws that them set up, you get jail, brother. You understand what I say? So let me read verse 68. Or where you want? You want? Give me where?
Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So Egypt in the Bible is synonymous with bondage, slavery. Right? The Israelites went into captivity in Egypt. You remember that, right? He was in Egypt for a little while. And then Pharaoh get fed up and weak. Or he started to get jealous of we and decided, hey, nah boy, I have to put these people in captivity, I have to put these people in slavery. So Egypt now becomes synonymous with bondage, slavery. So the Most High God said, he will send me what? Back into bondage again with ships. How we reach here? Ships bring me in. We came into bondage, into slavery on ships, and bro, we still here. We ain't leave yet. So as it stands right now, all these slaves walking around who take the free, who say they want to buy a gift, who say they want to buy this one, KFC, who's selling. still in slavery, serving the enemy.
You see, you change something around with it. You change something around with feet.
Of course, because now the scripture says, 48, I will remove the chains when it says you're totally destroyed.
I come here. How long I hear? I can't say how long. Nobody in stop.
You know that is an Israelite according to the Bible, sis? You know that? Okay, so I'm asking one question. I'm asking a question. Come on, sis. One question. Pertaining to your salvation. There's only people they don't want to hear God's laws. Yeah, listen to you, go ahead.
I hear about I can't take the time, but right, everybody will try to stop. Not stop.
That's how it is.
You see, the same thing where I was now saying, number 4 come like you have a bottle. Right, and you put spring water in it all the time, and just so you decide that you want to put a gramazole in this bottle.
No, well, at the end of the day, regardless if you decide you don't want to hear God's laws, when God decides to send somebody to teach you it, when Christ comes back, where you got to be a portion.
Is that different? It ain't going to be like me and you normal talking.
That is your portion. You have no talking. Talking time for talking. Right? Read out Deuteronomy 28 and verse 16.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there it shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
No man shall buy you. That way I was going into before. Nobody never come and say, hey, let me help the Israelites. You want the John 10:27? John 10:27. Nobody never come and say, hey, let me help the Israelites. Let me see if we could buy these people outside slavery. Let me see if we could help them. For example, Martin Luther King. He tried to buy, he tried to see if he could get we out. He tried to see if he could bring we people out. Marcus Garvey. He tried to see if he could bring people out. The young lords. Them tried to see if they could bring people out. Black Panthers.
All who tried to kill.
Of course, because the only thing that will bring me out from the captivity, no, is keeping God's laws. That's the only thing. We can't do it. The only way we could come out from this captivity, so we keep God's laws. When Christ comes back, save me. Because we're so deep in it now, believe you me, we could try to do anything we want to do. With what? With what? So anybody who tells me, now when the scriptures say, weapons of your warfare, it's not carnal. It's spiritual. And it's spiritually talking about keeping God's laws. John? Yeah, read that.
The book of John, chapter 10 and verse 27. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me.
So, just let you know that the sheep, there's your winter, right? The sheep on the most high God, go down hear the voice, go down hear Christ's voice. Because this Bible is the books. So, you might see somebody passing here. A lot of people will pass here. So you stand up here, so the brother come and stand up. Now, at the end of the day, we might know exactly who is who. But the scriptures say that the sheep, which is the sheep pertaining to Christ the shepherd, they will hear your voice. They will stop and listen. They will stop and, or even if they stop, they will be listening, or they will take heed to what is being taught. You understand? They might be over the road, they will hear the word, they might come across, but they will say, no, yeah, but them brothers talking the truth. They might try to keep God's laws a little bit. They might try to keep the Sabbath day. That's what they will say. You understand? So, we don't worry about the people's stuff. We know the word of God, boy. You understand what I'm saying? We come out here, we teach, we preach, and then after the work, we're going to do the rest. Because we warfare, it's not a carnal warfare, it's spiritual. You understand what I'm saying, brother? So that's what we're out here to do. We're out here to teach the word, and the angels go to do the rest. That's it. Understand? So, go back to Deuteronomy. 10 and 11. It's 10 and 11? 10, 12.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee?
So, we went through all of this. We show you that you're an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. We show you that the curses pertain to you. Right? So now, Christ asking you, what? He's telling you, matter of fact, what he require of you. He's telling you what he require of you, right?
What does the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
So, to fear the Lord is to walk in all his ways, is to love him. Right? You understand what I'm saying? To fear the Lord is to walk in all his ways, and that is love. That is when you love God. If it is you don't love, if it is you don't want to keep God's commandments, if we tell you, burn fringes, and you say, you don't love God, bro. You don't. You don't have no love to the Most High God. If you choose, after we don't talk to you here today, and you leave and you go, and you decide, I'm never going to do that. You don't love God. And guaranteed when Christ comes back, he will say, I don't know you, who is you? Depart from me. Unless you repent and change your ways. You understand? Continue.
Verse 13, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes which I command thee this day for thy good.
What?
For thy good.
For other nations good.
For thy good.
So we keeping these laws. It's for we good. It's for our benefit. We want to go and benefit because when we keep these laws, they have a promise attached to it. Like Romans 9. It's about promise attached to keeping the laws of God. Like Deuteronomy 28. From verse 1 to 15. It's a promises attached to keeping God's laws. If you choose to disobey God's laws, you want to be at home. Okay, you go ahead and do that, but it's about promise attached to that. Death is your portion. You will be unprofitable in this life. Now when you see some people, they don't have nothing. They can't have nothing. They always own none. They always make it. They always never have. Why? Exactly. And look at the people, you know why it's home. Look at the people that decided the street. We want majority of people traveling. Majority of people traveling. We are the bottom. You know why? So disobey God's laws.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family.